Hello, Gemini. Welcome in or welcome back to Go With The Flow Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the month of March. I'm going to pull 3 cards from this deck, one for the beginning, one for the middle, and one for the end. Then I will clarify, after which I will close out with an oracle card for you. Interesting, Gemini. Already was catching your vibe in the pre-shuffle, and well, I was gonna say it's certainly coming through in your reading here, but maybe not so much towards the end of the month. We're not at the end of the month yet, but I did just pull your first card for that, so I am going to speak about what's on the split because it does kind of tie into what I saw during the pre-shuffle and for what's coming out. So we do have the Chariot and the High Priestess on the split, which means you really need to be trusting your intuition and using it to set yourself apart from something. What? I don't know, but we'll get into it, Gemini. In your recent past energies, you did pull the 4 of Cups, but it was in the reverse. So, have this come out in the upright, it would be speaking to you being jaded and apathetic. I'm hoping it coming out in the reverse means you've gotten yourself out of that energy. I would imagine it does. In the middle of the month, we might want to talk about you maybe not calling attention to your weaknesses, or perhaps you need to leave somebody else out in the cold because you are being called to set yourself apart. The 5 of Pentacles came out crossing. It came out sideways, so I am taking it as such. Perhaps it's still you just transitioning out of that apathy and that jadedness. It came out in reverse, so like you're getting out of that energy, and then it's just a process to kind of lift your moods a little bit. I don't know, but you also have the King of Wands in reverse for the end of the month. So have this come out in the upright, this would be an energy with a lot of foresight, also a lot of charisma, a lot of personality, a lot of charm. In the reverse, to me, it's like a lack of confidence, and also additionally, because of this 5 of Pentacles crossing, calling attention to your weaknesses rather than doubling down on your strengths. This dude is wearing a bell around his neck to let the town know that he's a leper. Let's maybe not do that. All right, let's get into it, Gemini. What do I need to know, first of all, Spirit, about that 4 of Cups in reverse in the beginning of March for the Gemini Collective? What are you trying to tell me about the 4 of Cups in reverse? Well, okay. Like I said, you're going to need to trust your intuition, setting yourself apart from something. It could potentially be a person. I'm going to take this as it fell. I was asking about the 4 of Cups, but this fell so seamlessly onto the the Knight of Wands. King of Wands. My God, Gemini, you know what? I'm sorry. I've been displaced from my home again. I'm exhausted. I feel kind of bad about coming on and doing these readings while I'm exhausted, but it's just really the only time I have to do it. So forgive me. I'm tired and I'm not at my peak. The King of Wands in reverse. The 9 of Pentacles fell in reverse like they were meant to be together. So this is Spirit speaking about you not using your courage, your confidence, your bravery to work alone. It could also be speaking to you giving energy to things that are not giving back to you. This is for the end of the month, and I'm trying to work on the beginning of the month, so I'm going to revisit that, but that's where that card wanted to live, so that's where I'm going to let it live. May I please go back to the 4 of Cups in reverse for the Gemini Collective? What are you trying to tell me about? Thank you. Okay. So, perhaps there is setting yourself apart happening more than once in the month. Maybe you set yourself apart from a boss or a boss type figure, but I like this for you. The Four of Cups in reverse is clarified by the Four of Swords. So you did drop that apathy, you did drop that jadedness, and you are resting, relaxing, recovering, and praying for a blessing. I do like 2 fours there. That's speaking to some form of stability. Is there anything else you care to share on the Four of Cups in reverse and the Four of Swords for the beginning of March for the Gemini collective? Thank you. Strangely enough, funnily enough, we now have the Four of Cups in the upright on the split, again with the the King of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Gemini. I'm looking at the 10 of Wands, so I was about to say 10. So this is going to be a cycle completion for you at the beginning of the month. Might be a little bit of a burdensome one, a little bit of a heavy load, but you will be collecting a harvest once it's finished. So worth the work, I would say. So if you're doing a cycle completion and you're resting and relaxing, recovering, meditating, praying for a blessing, why do we have the Five of Pentacles crossing in the middle of the month? Are they still just overwhelmed from those burdens? What's going on with the Five of Pentacles crossing in the middle of March for the Gemini collective spirit? Thank you. Well, this fell on to the beginning of the month, so I'm going to take it as such. And it does still, actually, I'm going to take it for between the beginning and the middle of the month. I think what's going on here, Gemini, is you are doing that cycle completion. You're doing your best to maintain a positive attitude, but you still haven't found balance in what you're giving to and receiving from. And I really wanted to say that about the King of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse for the end of the month for you. So I strongly feel that this is an incredibly important message for this month for you, Gemini, is to be not giving your energy, your time, your effort, anything like that to things that aren't giving back to you. You really need to find some balance here with this Six of Pentacles coming out in reverse. So I'll take that between the two. May I have some advice, please, on the beginning/middle of the month for the Gemini collective to help them find that balance, not feel left out in the cold, not be calling attention to their weaknesses? May I have some advice, please? Thank you. Oh, well. Talk about setting yourself apart. It just keeps coming up, sweetheart. The Tower and the Five of Wands on the split. Now, this is a card I saw multiple times in your pre-shuffle, and my immediate instinct for this entire reading was to start off by telling you that teamwork makes the dream work. This has come out in the reverse. So I do think still the message is that teamwork makes the dream work. I just think you haven't quite heard that message yet. And that would make sense for these two to be coming out in reverse as well. Like, court cards are meant to represent other people, right? So if this comes out in the reverse, it's like, nope, not working with other people. Probably still a little too stuck in wanting to work with yourself, likely because you haven't found that balance. So maybe try also bringing a little more lighthearted, playful energy to it, as that is what the polka dots in the tarot represent. So let's move now into the King of Wands and Nine of Pentacles in reverse. What else do you care to share with that message there, Spirit? Ooh-wee. Well, my darling, once you do set yourself apart from that conflict, you're gonna see everything you want and desire, and you are going to see success after a difficult time. The Six of Wands is like coming home from the war and being celebrated. All right, that's not too bad. So tell me, Spirit, then, is the message that teamwork does make the dream work, or should Gemini be working solo? I want to make sure I've got this right. Can you clarify that for me, please? Is it team? Whoa. Okay, I didn't get the clarity I was asking for. Maybe because I wasn't asking in the proper way. I will find out for you, sweetie, but the answer is going to lead to your ultimate happiness. Not only do we have the best card in the deck now coming out, but on the split is the World and the Ten of Pentacles. So you're going through some pretty major cycle completion this month that is going to have you celebrating and feeling very, very happy. And in the beginning of the month, it might feel a little bit burdensome, but with the sun coming out, this is effortless cycle completion, my dear, with a ton of happiness surrounding it. So could you please tell me, Spirit, are you trying to say that teamwork makes the dream work, or are you saying that Gemini should be working solo right now? Okay, make this nice and crystal clear for my tired mind and tired eyes, please, Spirit. Is teamwork makes the dream work the answer or not? Once again, you're being called to set yourself apart from something. So I'm going to let you use your discernment and your instincts. Trust your intuition, sweetheart, but you do have to walk away from something in order to get everything you want and desire. It is being it's being slammed down over and over and over. I am really not eloquent today, and I am so freaking sorry for it. It's like almost 10 o'clock at night. I've been traveling for the last couple of days. I'm making excuses. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. But what has come out is the Page of Swords and the Chariot. So because there is another court card, this very well could be saying teamwork makes the dream work. I'm going to need you to figure that one out on your own. But you do have to set yourself apart from something. The Chariot is leaving that city behind because it no longer has anything to serve his greatest good, highest timeline, and highest purpose. Cancer energy, by the way, with that. Leo energy with the Sun. King of Wands is also Leo energy. So with this Page of Swords here, just make sure you're very inquisitive about whatever you're setting yourself apart from or wherever you're headed next. Ask a lot of questions, dot all the I's, cross all the T's, etc., etc. So with all of that being said and everything in front of me here now, have we any more advice from the tarot for the Gemini collective? I think before I'll do a Sacred Creators Oracle. Set yourself apart, set yourself apart, set yourself apart, apart. It just keeps being said, Gemini. So while you're setting yourself apart, bring a ton of passion and fire and just go charging towards a spontaneous new mystery. Or somebody is going to come on in for you, because that is another court card showing up. And my intuitive hit in the beginning of the reading was teamwork makes the dream work. So do with that what you will, and let me know how it goes if you feel like it. All right, may I have a Sacred Creators Oracle? Good God, I'm sorry, Gemini. Thank you. Changes. Yeah, number 10 too, eh? Well, we saw a lot of 10s in this reading, and we saw the world. So let's see what changes says. Number 10. Essential meanings. The natural cycle of life. A positive outcome, certainly so. A turning point, good luck, karma, destiny, the unfolding of your soul path, welcoming adventure and mystery. Self-care message. Things may be getting out of control. Unwanted external influences. The ups and downs of life. The inevitable nature of change. Feeling uprooted in change. An opportunity to let go of old and outdated visions of the future. Your miracle is coming through, a change that has already begun. Everything is about to shift, and you are at the right place at the right time. I was going to say this reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune, and now it says, as the Wheel of Fortune turns, it brings with it some significant blessings. Are you ready to breathe in some positive change? I'm pretty sure you ordered it. You may also find yourself in the midst of this lucky vortex, and if so, you're being gifted an incredible opportunity to reach out and grab your success. Don't be afraid to step into something new and to welcome self-improvement and challenge as you say yes to novel experiences. Is there something you've been wanting to shuffle and upgrade in your life? Your current situation is a little too small for your big, badass future, so prepare to amp it up a notch. Get ready to embrace Lady Luck and welcome your future with trust and courage, because fortuitous fortune favors the brave. Have you been hanging out on the cusp of change for a while now? How will you know when the gentle beginnings of change have arrived? What evidence will you see? Name it. What lucky chances have helped you along the way? How could luck, intention, and destiny interact together in your favor? Well, it doesn't get much more favorable than like having all these tens show up and then ending with the Six of Wands and the Sun. Like, let's go, Gemini. I hope that was helpful. And I apologize for it being late as well. This should have been uploaded at 11 o'clock in the morning and I'm filming it at 10 o'clock at night. So anyhow, I hope that was helpful. I thank you ever so much for being here, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.